What's going on, all you Pat listeners out there? I'm going to be working on a painting because I like to do more than just find monsters and ghosts. I like to work on art. So this week I'll be painting the Joker. For those of you who've seen my art Facebook page and Tumblr, you're probably wondering, but you've already painted the Joker, Patrick. Why paint another one? Well, simply because I thought the old one just kind of sucks. To me, it looked like Herman Munster wearing clown makeup, which is just incorrect. So I really like the character Joker, and I want to paint a good one. So I'm going to start off with this 8-inch by 10-inch canvas. I like to do these smaller paintings. I can kind of wing them out while still keeping quite a bit of detail. That said, I'm not the fastest painter in the world, but I'm going to start by covering this canvas in with black paint. I'm going to use this big old brush right here. Okay, I got my canvas covered in black paint. I like to use black paint because, if I were to miss a spot, you can't tell because there's already paint on it. So that's the original reason I use black paint. Also, in general, it just helps me build up color a lot easier, from darkers to lights. So that's why I'm using black paint. Next step is going to be to, draw in what I want to paint. Just a line drawing. So I'm just going to use this white charcoal pencil since I covered the whole thing in black. Okay, I got my charcoal line drawing on my black canvas here, and here he is. I used internet reference pictures just to get some sort of accuracy down, but I try to make an original image rather than just copying straight off of a screenshot like a pose or something. I see a lot of paintings and whatnot from movies like the Joker and whatnot, where the people someone just paints like an already existing screenshot or something. And I don't get that. It's like, why don't you just I could just have a photo of that, it already exists. So I try to create a somewhat original image if I'm going to paint something, just for my own. So I just have this picture of the Joker. He's sticking his knife in his mouth, to look extra intimidating and scary, and he's reaching out to you, to once again look extra scary and whatnot. And I'm drawing him and I'm going to paint him in at this weird angle to make him look extra crazy. So, the next step for me is to start filling him in with paint, and probably going to start with his face. Okay, I started filling his nose in. I don't know why when I paint people and faces, I always just start with the nose and kind of work outwards. So, maybe it's just because it's the center of his face. But anyways, general rule for any part I'm painting in, I start with, darkest color I'm going to use, and then, build up the lighter colors. So here I'm going to use a dark blue, and I'll show, the phases of his nose as I'm painting. Okay, I have his nose painted in now. And as you can see, I painted it blue. You're probably wondering, Joker's face is white. Why did you paint it in blue? Well, I'll just say, you gotta trust me. I have a pretty clear idea of what I want, and I know how it's gonna end up looking, and it's gonna look pretty kick-ass. I'll just probably move on to his upper lip now. I got his upper lip painted, and I just went ahead and painted his lower lip because it's all connected and might as well. It wasn't that hard. So now I'm just going to go ahead and paint in, I guess, his cheeks, like underneath his eyes, around that area. Okay, got his cheeks painted in. So next I'm just going to move on to his lower jaw, and I'm just going to go ahead and do his forehead as well. Okay, now I got most of his face painted in, so I'm gonna just start painting around his eyes and his eyes. Okay, I got his eyes painted in, and I went ahead and painted his teeth in too as well. So I just figured might as well get his whole face done. And I tried to make sure his teeth looked, that yellowish brown like it was in the movie. Which, I really liked that they did that in the movie. With his brown teeth and super greasy hair. It just showed that the Joker did not have good hygiene, which is much better than what, they did with that crappy ass Jared Leto Joker with that stupid tattoo on his forehead that said damaged and that grill and he had in his mouth. And the explanation for Jared Leto's grill was that Batman kept knocking his teeth out, so the grill held his teeth in, which is not generally how grills work. I'd assume that's what dentures are for. I would have enjoyed Jared Leto's Joker a lot more if he was just flapping his mouth with like loose teeth around, missing like a bunch, maybe a bit more hillbilly-ish looking mouth. I would have liked that more. I don't know. If for some reason, God willing, I were to do a Jared Leto Joker later on, maybe it's him getting his teeth punched out. Just kind of can't talk because his mouth ain't right. I would have enjoyed that. But anyway, that crappy Joker aside, we'll get back to the Heath Ledger Joker. So I guess now I'll get to his hair, and I gotta make sure I make it look all greasy like he's been running around in the woods and hasn't showered in a month. Okay, I got his hair mostly painted in. There's just going to be little touches that I'll do later on that, after I get the background in, so you'll see what I do there. But, I guess next I'll just start painting in his hand and knife, and then the body afterwards. Okay, I got his hand painted in, with his purple glove there. And I got, the switchblade painted in that he's sticking in his mouth to be all intimidating. And you know what? I forgot to film the stages of me painting in his knife. Oops, shame on me. And it really sucks because it was super exciting. Like, it was like a carnival ride painting that in. So, that's a super exciting part of the video that I neglected to film and show you, so sorry about that. Shame on me. Won't happen again, hopefully. But I'm gonna go ahead and start painting in his right arm and shoulder area. Just painting in his coat in general. Okay, I got his purple coat painted in now. I added, highlights of oranges and blues and even greens just to keep the color from looking flat, all while keeping that primarily purple appearance. I have his left arm stretching past the canvas as if he's reaching towards you. The original story I came up with is that, he's just kind of grabbing you to give an extra sense of anxiety to who's ever looking at the picture, but I think I'm going to change that up now. I'm actually going to say he's punching Jared Leto's teeth out off canvas. I think that's more interesting. I like it more. That's the official story now. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and paint the rest of the Joker in before I get to the background, and I guess I'll get to his green vest and whatnot. Okay, I got the Joker fully painted in now. One thing I did not explain after painting his coat is that I generally mix all my colors together. I'll just use white, red, yellow, and blue, and I mix all my secondary colors. But I cannot get a good purple to save my life, or to save anyone else's life. Every time I mix red and blue together to make purple, it comes out real dark, and I got to lighten it up. If I try to lighten it up with like yellow or something to try to keep some more color, it comes out real muddy. If I just mix it with white, it gets grayed out, which is the opposite of generally the high saturated look I'm going for. So I had to actually go out and buy purple paint rather than mix my own, which is out of the ordinary for me. But that's just a little interesting fact as far as the color purple and me are concerned. Now I'm gonna go on to paint the background. I'm gonna try to give it this blurred out of focus effect. I haven't really tried painting backgrounds like that before, so hopefully it works out. Okay, I got the background painted in. It's not quite as blurry as I was planning. It's hard to blur out acrylic paints, but it still has that out of focus, slight out of focus look that I was originally planning to have. So all the focus is going towards the Joker here. And I added in, little backlighting around his hair, so he has more hair strands now and whatnot. And this is almost ready to be put up on the wall. I just have to add on one more thing. Okay, thank you for watching my painting video, Paintin stuff. It's been a wild ride painting the Joker. I'll be doing more painting, so I'll have more videos to come to fill up this space on the wall. Other than that, go ahead and check out my Facebook page, Patrick Justin Art, and go ahead, like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thanks.